All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Friday stream here on the channel. General wonkiness aside, Mac OS is still being funky dories, so we're going to do what we can until they continue to patch and update this. Considered going back and doing the old OS, putting the old OS back on it, but the pathway to do that is much more complicated than I want to do. I could do it definitely, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I can't use any of my backups from my time machine if I want to do that, because they are all going to put the new OS back onto the system. So kind of have to grin and bear it for now. Kind of sucks, but I don't know what else to do. Yeah, I'd have to go through and like save out all the files and stuff like that, which would be crazy. So, we'll do what we can for now. A little bit of minimized stuff. I don't have as many windows or as functions open right now, which is good. Took all of the AI features from their Apple Intelligence, turned those all off. Found some more things like that were all on that was able to shut off. So hopefully Wednesday was a little bit better stability wise, but I can still see a little janky wonkiness every once in a while in different places, little slowdowns and stuff. So we'll do our best. But let's start off here. Let's go to our weekly video. Let me find there it is. We'll restart it. This was my post from yesterday over on social medias. It's about our Reno Public Market event that we just did over the weekend. So lots was going on. They had a Lego competition going on, vendor village, lots of crafts people there doing stuff. We had our author tables over on the side. They were actually even doing a robotics tournament down on the bottom floor as well. So it was busy. Not as busy as the Winter Wonderland at the Debbie Smith High School, but there's our setup. Hey, look at that. Look at that fame. We also got to meet Santa. That was the best part. He came by. He says, you want to take a picture? I'm like, yeah. Daughter did not want to take the picture. I made her take the picture though. So, but yeah, simple, basic, just a few little pictures of what we had going on this weekend. It was good. We sold some books. I was very excited because we sold books at each one of our events. We seem to average about three, four, or five of them an event, give or take. For this being like our first year where we're actually doing more events, that's pretty good for my opinion. I think I talked about this last time. We were just barely short of my yearly goal, where I think we needed to sell 2 more, and we would have hit the waypoint for the offset of how many books I bought, how many books I sold, and when that profit line is. So like you have to sell a certain amount of books to then make up the money that you spent on them, and then whatever books are left over, those are the ones you technically put quotes on that, quote unquote, make money off of. So we're right there, like right within that window, which is really cool. So I think we have, where are my totals at? We bought 171 books over the past 2 years, and we've sold 100 in... Oh my god, I think we're supposed to get to 106. I think we got to 104? 104, yeah. So we were right there. So the other 70, 60, whatever, those ones are all extras on top of that. So, but yeah, there you go. Little insight into some of the event stuff that we did. our last in-person event last weekend. Little publishing stuff about buying books and stuff like that. Also, if I just saw this online, there is a new discount code for Ingram Spark, 15% off if you are buying your books to then sell. So definitely check for that. Emily over on Threads. Emily, her name used to be Emily at Ingram, but that changed. But yeah, she works for Ingram. She puts up the discount codes every once in a while when they pop up. So check that out for sure. There was something else I was going to talk about with publishing. Oh yeah, other Ingram Spark news. If you didn't already see, or even one of the other streams we did where we talked about the price increase that they're going to be doing early next year for the price of printing, pages, covers, binding, distribution. That's what the price increase is going to go up in. But one of the things that they did say was that the price to revise your book. So right now, if what they've got setting up is marked safe from flooding. Good, thank goodness, Alex. I was worried. One of the things that Ingram does is you get when I published my second book here, I got 60 days to make unlimited edits and uploads of my files to their platform before and after publishing. And then after those 60 days, you would get charged $25 a piece for any uploads, changes that you did to your files. So they are officially getting rid of that for now. So you'll be able to make unlimited edits and changes to your book. So as markets continue to fluctuate and go up in price and things like that, that's made it a little bit easier to then change out your files. And I'm gonna have to increase, unfortunately, the price of my books, because I think their increase that they're going to put in January, February is actually going to make it so that I actually owe them money for any books that are created or purchased. So being able to change the price, unfortunately, is a necessity now, and I'm glad I don't have to shell out $25 every time I needed to make a different change on that. So that's nice. That'll save me a little bit of money, but poopy in the long run, because it means books are going to be a little bit more expensive. So hopefully something along the lines breaks at some point. We can get those back down a little bit, but we'll have to see. But there's your Ingram Spark self-publishing updates for the week. As I find out more fun stuff, I will let you all know. But yeah, I think the hard part is that I'll probably just increase it $1 from $17 to $18 to hopefully get us back to where we need to be. But so when I first published the first book, I wanted to make it competitive with current books that were out. So we went and did some research at the bookstore, looked at a bunch of similar size, similar amount of pages, and stuff like that. Ooh, did you finish our challenge? Oh my God, we're at 99%. Holy smokes. We're at 39,744. We are really close to getting a treat for our assistant. That is so funny. Almost. I don't even know if he's over there right now. Oh, he is. Hey, look at that. He went back to his hovel. Good old Patch. Yeah, see him. So what I was saying is, when I first published the first book, wanted to make it competitive, did research at the bookstore to find out books that were similar page length, similar size, similar stylings, and thematic wise, kind of around those lines. So I priced the book what I thought. Unfortunately, because I'm doing print on demand, the offsetting cost of that is a little bit higher than normal. So I did what I could to get the price where I could get it. And at the time I was making, every time a book sold, say on like Amazon or Barnes & Noble, or even Walmart.com, or basically any online retailer place. Hey, Casper. My nephew's here. Hi, buddy. What's up? Okay. Good talking to you. Anyways, I was setting up my book, and after everything was said and done, I was going to make about 64 cents per book sold. That's not uncommon for books to be, unless if I didn't want the book to be $20 a pop, then that was about right. And you know, for my first self-published book, that felt like it was okay. Like, I got to get my toes dipped in the water, and told your nephew was here. If people really took off on it online, then that would make a huge difference. You could make a lot of money that way, right? 1 million people buy one book each. That's pretty big, even at 64 cents. Unfortunately, at the beginning of 2025, they did do Ingram Spark did another price increase due to everything being tight and all of this stuff happening in our economies. So my book price went down to 32 cents per one sold. But I still wanted to keep it at that price point. So it's like, okay, that's fine. I'll shift and I'll start doing more in-person events because my margin of what I make is way higher. Comparatively to selling online, I make anywhere from $2 to $7, $2 to $6 per in-person book that I sell, because all I have to do is buy the books for $10 a piece and then ship them to myself. So that's the big difference in that. But I'm also paying for shipping and all of the other upfront things. Paying for booths at events, paying for any of the stuff that I need for my table, the upfront costs, those kind of things, right? So it's kind of like a little offset in that way. So unfortunately, with them talking about doing the next increase in 2026 at the beginning of the year, people were starting to go through and doing their own calculations to figure out what that was going to cost them. And people that were in similar boat as me were coming up and saying, yeah, after I do the math, I'm gonna owe Ingram Spark 12 cents per book. So I feel like I'll probably be somewhere in the same ballpark with their price increase. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to increase the book prices so that I don't end up owing them money for books that are sold. So, but yeah, there you go. There's your rundown on all the things. Little ramblings, yammerings this morning, but that's what I've got going on. Thought I would share, let y'all know. Did some updates to the website. Definitely have way more to do for stitch-tales.com. Especially with book 3, as we continue to work our way through pages and get closer to getting done and stuff like that. So things are gonna move and change and start again. Process for trying to release a book every year is kind of interesting. So anyways, today going to work on some more pages. Who would have thunk it, right? Gotta move some stuff around, do some different things. Like I said, niece and nephew's here, so if noise happens in the house, that happens. That's part of doing live streaming from my living room, quote unquote. I don't have an office, so it's okay. It happens. that's what we're gonna do. How are you doing, Alex? Besides not drowning in the floodwaters that hit your city, state, municipality. I'm throwing big words out there today. I want to switch that with 31. Yeah, I think I'll change that. Yeah, I gotta come back and change that too. I'm good. Next week is going to be rough though. It's supposed to rain for 6 days straight. One levee already broke and one near my place is about to go. Ooh, fun. Did you say you were up on the second floor though? I know a little bit about this. When we lived in Sacramento, we lived right next to the levee down there in basically main Sacramento. And there was always threat of that thing busting, and other areas it did bust and they had to do repairs and stuff like that. But we were fortunate we lived on the second floor too, so worst case it would have destroyed the bottom floor, but not saying that's better, but something number one. Let's bring that to the front. Range, bring to front. There we go. That's what I want. We'll work on that one later. That can stay there. We're going to change some of this other stuff. Oops. Nope. That one. Nope. I was wrong again. There we go. We want to recolor artwork. Let's go over towards greenish blue. Yellow green. First floor apartment. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna be underwater. Sorry, my friend. You know what? You'll be fine. You got a bunch of tires at work, just bring and build yourself a little dam around the apartment. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Oh, my place is in really high ground. Okay, yeah. The beautiful part about where we ended up here in Reno is we are up on this side of the mountain. So if anything happens, it's all going to flow downhill past us. It's going to go down to the bottom, down to the river that runs right through the middle of this town. So all the stuff downtown, like it's fairly, I would say fairly frequent, but it does happen a bunch where the casinos and stuff downtown, they have gotten flooded because the river comes up too high after all of the downpours, and they get swamped pretty badly. Those rainstorms, those freak flood rainstorms that we had, like that you saw on the news for Vegas, the parking structures and stuff like that, where those were flooding and just having just massive. They had a couple of those here in Reno too, where the insides of the casino, like one of their downspout pipes or whatever broke and it was just spilling into the casino and stuff. So it does happen. We are way above, like, I'll just say this, the difference in elevation, which does not seem like much from where the river is down where it floods a lot to where we are, is that if it gets cold enough, we will get snow and they will not. And we're like 5-10 minutes drive, like it's 7-minute drive, give or take. Like it's really, really short, but it's enough height to get us up into the colder band of it, but also keep us out of the flooding part. That being said, the current flood level is Snohomish broke the flood record set in 1990. Oh shit, yeah. That's crazy. It seems like there's a lot of that going on right now. A lot of breaking of records of unreasonable amounts of weather happening. It's crazy. I don't know what could be the reason for that. I don't understand. I see you watching Elmo now. Oh, you put on Wallace and Gromit? Oh, much better. I'm not judging you, I'm just judging you. Oh yeah, Wallace and Gromit is great. Are you kidding me? If you missed, my nephew is here. Nephew and my niece. Oh, that's the glass. Let's put this in between here. Is she talking to you? Is she saying anything important? Snohomish is the name of the river and the county it's in. I figured as much. Did I say it correct? Snohomish? Close enough? Damn. Okay. I'll work on it. We always get... What's the one? What's the one everybody struggles on? Oh, Nevada. That's one they struggle on. Nevada. Oh, yeah. We have one called Verdi, but people always call it Verdi. Verdi. Yeah. Colin. They call it Coughlin. We got a bunch of those weird ones, too. Which is funny because they are able to do the Truckee River. That one's easy enough for them to say. They don't mess that one up.
What's up, Caster? What about the blue truck? Your bar's on the table if you want to go get your bar. Bar's on the table, do you see it?
No mish. Nope. Okay, now I'm gonna have to look it up. Snohomish. Snohomish. Snohomish? Did I get it right that time? Snohomish. That's what it's phonetically telling me how to say it. Let's make this one a little bit bigger. Yeah, is that a good tasting block? It's yellow tasting. She's not a Titan. She won't eat the red ones. I'm sad. I tried to get her to eat the red ones, but red ones are the best ones to eat. I'm sorry. Red crayons are the best ones to eat, yeah.
Jacket off?
We have a few tricky named places. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of those. It's okay. I always like to ask because I always love, I talked about this before and stuff, but accents and how people say things. I love that stuff. It's really cool. It's cool. Cool stuff. I want this. This. I want it to be on this layer, but I need to unlock it first. I think that's right. I think I did that right. Oops, I'm not pressing shift. I was like, why am I not moving this? Range, let's go send to back. Put this on that same layer. Did.
This one's down here.
Okay, there we go. I got it now. Took me a second. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to this one. Get rid of that stem. Leave the other stems. Fine. Make it kind of like a little collage thing. Oh wow, that's an interesting one.
There's a car.
Those are a bunch of interesting ones. Just to name a couple. I'm not even going to try to pronounce any of those. Holy smokes. Not even gonna touch those with a 10-foot pole. I will not do them justice. You're gonna have to tell me those names next time we're together and we're online. That's what I'm saying. She was trying the red one, but I think she likes the yellow one better. Yeah. It's got that banana flavor. That's your favorite, right? I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay, cool. Okay, we may need some more. Let's export that one. That one goes there. Yeah, place that for now. We swap that. Actually, we don't need to get rid of that. We just need to change the image. Relink. That was 26. Place. Bam. There we go. I always forget that I can do that. I can always relink pictures that I've changed out, so. Hey, Sunny. Welcome. Let's export that one. I feel like if I can get these last few done, that'll be pretty set. Look at that. I knew Sunny would drop in here and we would get this done. Alex gave us last minute points there and it got us to like within like 200 points. We did it. Our community challenge has been done. We can give our treat to our assistant. We're gonna have to wake him up though. He's gonna need treats. All right, are we ready? Are we all ready for these treats to come out? 246. Yeah, as I say, we were really close. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you for putting in your points for that. Let's go get a treat for our 256. Yeah. I was like, I knew it was really, really close. Okay, treat time. I'm gonna mute myself and
Treat.
we're good to go give him a treat, okay?
Check 43 Pet the assistant. Check 43 just inbox emoji, suggestion box, inbox emoji.
Is everybody in the groove? Well, stick around. We're just warming up, baby.
All right, add a pet, the owner button, and no, I won't elaborate. Yeah, we made it to our goal here, our challenge. So we were able to give Patch some treats here. You do have great timing. That was perfect. I did get all those notifications. Hey, look at that. B-Check's on a 3-stream streak. Wow. Yeah, thank you, Sunny. Thank you for getting us over our hump there, getting our goal for our assistant. So he's very happy now. He's looking, actually you can see there's a couple little pieces left on his little tree right there. Maybe he'll come back and get him at some point, but he was very happy for salmon. He did struggle with it a little bit though. There was a couple of those big pieces where they were a little bit harder to break apart. Some of them are like super soft, some of them are really dense. So I had to give a couple of those pieces to Sora because I don't think he was going to be able to pull them apart. So we gave him a bunch of little ones and he was very happy about that. He was not sad about the treats at all. We do have those little squeezy ones, but I'm not up to date on all of that quite yet. So, but yeah, we did it. So we'll have to change out our assistant for next week. We'll have to put Sora in there again and work towards getting her a special treat now. But yeah, cool. We did it. I'm gonna leave that up in the chat for now. I'll have to do some stuff to it later because I can't do it on our stream, unfortunately. We got all the way to 40K. So what do you think, Sunny? Was 40 too high, too low? Did we do okay on that? Because I think I only had to re-up the time once. Maybe I should make it 30? 30 for 30? That would mean it would only have to be 1K per day. Well, no, because we don't stream every day. Because you can donate 2K per stream, right, Sunny? So if we estimate out 3, 6, 9, 12 streams per month, that's not including 500 little things. So that'd be plus 4 more. So 16 streams a month. If we do 16 times 2 would be 32K. Maybe I'll think about that. Maybe I'll work on that. Oops, Sora wants to go out now. You got her? Okay, thank you. Let's redo. Okay, that one's good now. Bed. Back to work. Why is that one there? Not be there. Oh, it should be there. There we go. Okay, a little bit better. Got some flowers there. Let's see. Yeah, we don't need to do anything to 27. Yeah, 26 feels better with a little bit of more stuff in there. Let's see. That's right. 28, I need to fill in these 2 photo frames behind. That's right. Yeah, okay. Figure out what to do with these. Let's ungroup all of this. Range, bring to front. I think these are already correct. Range, bring to front. Okay. What I need to do all 3 photos. That one's fine because that one's already done, but I should separate these 2. I don't sure if I agree with the pet the owner button. Is that Charlie saying that? Really? Da 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 da. Do that. Do that to the other one. Do you need something, buddy? Hold my hand. Okay. If you need me to, I can.
Where we going?
Mrs. Tahoe's on an adventure now. Okay. So now we got our frame separated. So now we can build whatever we want. It should be good. Now I gotta figure out what to put in there. We're petting Tahoe. I would hope not, but I mean, I'll do what you guys want for the right price. Oh, a band evader, double band evader. I'm gonna reband them. Hey, how about that? Okay, so we gotta figure out something to put in here. I was debating whether or not to move the clock. The clock is kind of cool. There's some shading going on some of the stuff, no shading. Kind of have a mix here of flat objects and three-dimensional objects. I'm kind of okay with that. Let me check my notes here. Let me see. What do we got for time? We're getting pretty close to our first break time here. Let's see. Okay. Notes here. Yeah, I want to use these to hide some hints. To put some fun stuff back there, but I'm not quite sure what to put in there yet. Let me look around and see if there's any other. I've been grabbing stuff from other pages and bringing them in and putting them into our little frames and stuff here. I should put what I should do is get a copy of the treasure chest. I should put, or the treasure map from book 2, and I should put it in one of the frames. That would be funny. Okay, and our words are going to cover up some of that as well. So it doesn't need to be anything crazy. The little guy. Look at my other pages real quick. Oh, I know what I have. I have some other stuff I could put in the house too. Question is, where would I put it? Let's go back to our layout real quick. Could put it on a shelf somewhere. I could put it next to the books. I was thinking about this crystal. That's what I was thinking of. I know what I'll do. I'll put it up on that shelf. Just trying to fill in the space a little bit, give it a little bit more fun. Ooh, that's a weird operation. Interesting. Something like that. Find some way to anchor that. Put it on its side. That side is flat. Doesn't have the same effect though. Yeah, maybe we'll grab a couple other things from other pages and bring them over too, just for funsies. We are within our 1 minute of our ad break here, so why don't let me move this back to the center. Why don't we pause for the moment, and then when we come back, then we will keep going, working on different stuff, pages, trying to get things polished up, wrapped up, and then we'll go from there. We'll check on these nieces and nephews here too, so I'll double check it out. But stick around, we'll be back in a few. Okay. Got the babies. Squealy Dans in the house. Thank you for roasting me on Discord, Bishak. I appreciate that. Another perfect word salad that you have put together. Well played, sir. Well played.
Give me most difficult.
Because you don't know how to do buttons and snaps?
No, she has a snap on snap.
Snap on snap?
Yeah, so this is a whole snap outfit, and then underneath is a snap.
Oh.
So I've got double snaps.
Double snaps for the baby? Yeah. She goes, I don't want to be snapped. I don't want to be snapped back together. Alright. Okay, I think we're done looking at the outside. No breeze today. Nice little 40-degree weather. A high of 53 with a low of 31. It's going to be sunny all day today. No wind at the moment. No weather in sight. It's going to be a warm, warm Christmas. I don't feel so good, Tahoe. Oh no, what's happening? Insert Spider-Man meme. Yeah, why can't we do... Can we do GIFs on... We can do GIFs on Stream Chat, can't we? Is that not a thing? I was talking about a snap. Yes. I see what you mean. I'm not in my emo phase anymore. I'm way out of that by now. Oh, alligator tears happening.
She doesn't want her pants now.
She doesn't want her pants back on? I don't think any of us want pants on, really.
I don't want her pants.
The snapping. He's like, no more pants. I don't want the pants. I swear this little girl's just going to be running around here real soon. She's not even one yet, is she? No. The Thanos snap? Gotcha.
Okay, I'll change it. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Oh my god, do we want to do Christmas trains? Like choo-choo trains?
Okay. We were thinking about these photos back here. I was thinking of something else that I was going to put in there. I got a bunch of little objects I can put in from book 2. Thought about taking the treasure map from this one and putting it on the wall, but I don't think that's a good idea. We could take some of the objects and put them in different places. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't I have a bottle and put it somewhere? Which thing was that? I think it was on this page. Yeah, it was. Let me say, Tahoe, that's the same page that you were talking about. No, this is a very different page. This was a leftover from something that I was working on where I started on some of this and then it changed over to looking like this instead. So, it's not the same. It's not the same. Sweet. Fill up our space a little bit. I thought about like taking flowers and putting them in there, but you got a grunty girl over there. What's grunty girl doing?
Watching Thomas at Rain and playing cars.
Nice.
You want some crackers?
Let's do that. She likes the toy, Thomas the toy train, yeah.
You want some crackers?
He is so smiley right now.
You love it.
Yeah. Hope her eyebrows changed when she looked at me. I think I'm not the one. Let's see. Context of our story. What would be good to put in here? What else do I have written down? I should give those objects shadows up there. Probably shouldn't worry about it. Characters have shadows. Table has shadows.
You have a train too. Look, you have a train just like on the TV.
Down. Okay, makes me feel a little bit better. Stickler for those things, that's okay. See, the other one I needed to fix was up here. And I know you may be looking at all of this and be like, Tahoe, none of your perspectives make any sense. And I would tell you, yes, I know. I'm not worried about perspectives on some of these.
You have the rock.
Yeah, I thought the rock would be a good one to put in there. I also put the bottle too from the treasure map. That's in there. Flower pot from book 1. With the, I don't. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do any of the hidden buttons on this one or not. Yeah, I need to figure out what to put in them. My art director is talking to me about. That was on the last page. This is page 28. Let me save it real quick. Otherwise Sunny gets mad at me. That's not what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to stay in that window pane. No, so it's here. The one we're working on is 28 right there. And 31 is here. That has, I swapped out, I made a picture of like the mountains and the lake.
Yeah.
So that one's there with the golden record behind them at the very end. And then this one got filled with Gerber daisy flowers in that frame right up there. So I just need to find something, like, I don't think I need to do, might want to put something else on 31. 30's fine. 29's fine. 28, I need to figure out something to put in those picture frames. Look through the rest of my book 2 stuff, see if there's any, maybe there's something from book 1 too. I have the little box he finds in the garden too. You can always put that in there. 15, not that one. 16 is where he opens it. No, I think those are going to stay out in the garden, out in the yard. That's fine. This is our character finds the little the treasure map where he comes up and makes up this little treasure map thing that he goes and finds, but that's where our little bottle came from. That's the one we put on the shelf right there. Ba-doop. I think the fun part about some of the illustration work that I'm doing and stuff is that I like to go back and pull stuff from the previous book and put it into the newest one, kind of keeping some of that connection piece between them together. Because this is, so my thought and my theory with this book series is a lot of, and I was looking at this even like with Pete the Cat and Piggy and Elephant books and stuff like that, that they have these cool little stories that they write, but they're usually like one-offs. They're not really connected to each other. And I kind of wanted to keep a lot of that feel of having an adventure. Like you can buy book 2 and it's a fun little adventure for a cat. You don't need the context of book 1 if you don't want to, or any of them in the series there. But if you would like to have an extra piece where they are connected to each other, then you can connect them. So it's like early version of long form storytelling, right? At least that's the idea. Kind of taking that comic book / graphic novel / manga esque way of putting a story together and simplifying it down and just breaking it up into each of the books kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
but I get to do that by finding pieces to connect together. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay. Where's our birdhouse? Okay, there's the birdhouse.
Yeah.
I know what we can do. I have a smart idea.
Are you supposed to crawl today? You crawl today. That'd be great.
If she crawls today, her mother's gonna kill you. Oops. I want to find. Let's go back to book 1 pages. Let's go here. You gotta go with all of your appendages, my friend. I think that's part of the fun of having these vector graphics the way I have them set up, is that I can go and pull whatever I need to. Just super nice. So this. Oops. Let's group those. Let's group those. That's back. Let's leave those for now. Group the whole thing. We can make him flying. I want to change. I want to change his face. At least his mouth. Doop, doop, doo. Are you torturing that child over there? Let's see. There we go. Other characters. I want that beak. We don't need 19 anymore. Whoa, that's way too big. Okay, so we should be able to take this color, put that there. Take this color, put it. Okay, yeah, like that. Something like that. Let's flop this. Reflect. Oops. Wrong thing. Let's grab. Copy that. Paste that. There we go.
Let me ask a quick favor.
What favor do you
Can
need?
you buckle me?
You need me to buckle you? Need to buckle you in? Where do you buckle at? I gotta buckle the baby. How does this work? Why does she have this buckled so tight? Like that?
Like it.
Okay.
We're gonna go for a walk.
Oh,
Wanna get your jacket on?
things are happening in the house. Mrs. Tahoe's being brave. She's gonna try to take the little ones on a walk. Wish her luck. Godspeed, Mrs. Tahoe. Did he really say, "I'm so sorry"? That's funny. Okay, so we need the other... Yeah, we need this face. Copy. File. This one. Is he playing with the belt? Okay, so we need to copy this, get rid of that. Had to mute for a second. Mrs. Tahoe is off on a whirlwind adventure with 2 children and a dog. I feel like she's forgotten how hard that is. She's a superwoman, that's for dang sure. She will try to do it all. Yeah, okay. Sweet. That's that one's good. I do want to change the color of the background though. Let's do a recolor artwork. Shift this over a little bit. Let's just make it brighter. That's what I wanted. I wanted it a little bit lighter. I wonder if I should do it kind of like this with the stitch tails, with the little stitches. Because it kind of looks like a window, even though it's supposed to be a picture frame picture. I might get rid of that picture frame because that one's kind of in the way. Yeah, I think that might be better. What I'll do in exchange, take this one, I'll make it a little bigger, kind of fill in our space here a little bit. There we go. Split it up a little bit. Yeah, I think I like that much better. Now nothing's hidden behind there. Probably actually even move my words over a little bit. Something like that. See if I'm gonna do that. So this is much more balanced. I'm glad I got rid of that other photo because it was definitely making it unbalanced. I'm geeking out hype. What are we geeking out about? What's happening? What's happening? What do we got? We've got hype here. We've got Waka Waka. And we have a treehouse. I don't know what's up with the treehouse. Explain yourself, Mr. Sunny. You have some explaining to do. Hopefully, oh, okay, yeah, I turned myself back on. I muted myself while the kids were on their way out the doors. Just in case. Did you ever read the series The Magic Tree House? Yeah, I remember those. Are they coming out with more? Something happened with Magic Tree House? Are they re-releasing? Are these the uncut Magic Tree House? It's gonna animate to. Oh, sweet! Oh, that's cool. My son showed me the trailer for the new Street Fighter movie yesterday. In the trailer, the preview of them beating up the car, doing the break car challenge thing, that was pretty funny to me. I was just like, yeah, I'm glad they're finally acknowledging that. That was always a fun thing to do in that game. Break the car. Who's the studio that's putting it together? And are they being bought out by Netflix? Think that's fine. Yeah, we need the deets, the details, Sonny. All of the details. So that's the background. Put it on the foreground. Let's put it here. Entertainment company, Spree, and Studio Red. Okay, so I wonder, is it going to be syndicated? Is it going to be put on TV? Is it going to be... We might be too early in the process. If they're just announcing it, they might not know who's picking it up quite yet. Is it just going to be an online thing, or is it going to be... movie? No, you said series. I wonder because like Netflix is getting ready to buy up all of those, or put in a bid to buy up a bunch of stuff. If that's going to be folded into part of that, or a Disney? Maybe does Disney own it? I don't know. Not going to be very many companies here soon if all of these get bought up here soon. So I don't know. Yeah, I wonder where it's going to be broadcast at. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so let's see. Gotta do some fixes here. Lost half of these dots here for some reason. Okay, so that's good now. Did not realize that was turned slightly. Range, bring to front. Just a little bit back. Okay. That's good. Put that there. Let's put that. What layer do I want to put that on? That's fine to put there. Bam. There we go. That works. Maybe that's what I need to do with that other photo too, is put a little extra frame around it. That definitely gives that photo vibe rather than window vibe. Okay, this place is pretty big, so if you need any help finding you around, just let me know. I think that's okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's rid of that. Don't save that. I want to change out that one. Saved. Export as. Put it in our temporary pages. Place that one. Change this out. Relink. Number 28. Bam. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely better. I'm actually excited for the next book because we're gonna have I'm gonna have some fun doing some way more like fantasy stuff, way more playful. Okay, so we need that one's good. Let's go back to 26 real quick. I think we need to. That because we don't need it. I like the low frame in the pictures. Okay, so we can do one here. Our doors. Hi, Sora. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, they have returned. Let's go right there. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, so let's copy, paste that one. Ooh, it is way up.
Want to mark it off?
I have no idea what I did to this frame. Oh, I way screwed that up. I don't know why it's not square at all. Interesting. Like that matches across the top and the bottom. I have it askew. That's my problem. Dang it. That's okay.
Yeah, you can take your jacket off. Come
that a good walk? You're sweating? You sweaty Betty? Oh, you obviously didn't listen to my weather report. There we go. Yeah, I like that much better. And if I wanted to, yeah, I could round that off too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Save that. Bueno. Yeah, it's interesting going through and doing these revisions and stuff like this. It's a little bit different process than I did on the other two books. But going through and adding a little bit more to the worlds and filling in space and stuff like that. A lot different than the other two, where I could play a little bit more with leaving it open. Our cinematic universe here is slowly filling up with more stuff. Yes, I did call it a cinematic universe. Perfect. Bed. Sweet. Okay, we got some pictures and frames in now, which is nice. Is there anywhere else? No, so these are all... That wall is farther back, so we can put that there. This is a big spot where you can see both of those. Yeah, we can finally see those guys. These are pretty low. Actually, you know what? Where is that one at? That one has that photo in it. That should be kind of... $26. Let's go to 16. I don't know, that baby does need a bath. Mom, I don't think you understand, that baby needs a bath. She loves Charlie. Oh, it didn't bring over the frame. Heck. Copy.
No.
That's a no. Yeah, I think we might need that. Probably going to leave myself muted for a little bit, just FYI. If you need anything, I'll pop back on. That's funny, right when I say that, then everything goes quiet in the house. That's funny. It's always the way it works. Kids are unpredictable. Okay, so got that one. Save that one. Yeah, we're really close. I have to start considering whether or not I have more I should add, or I'm done with some of it. I definitely got to connect these somehow. She's so thirsty from walking, or is not? She's a thirsty girl. That's what happens. I feel like this needs something else. I want to connect it between these two. I want to make that a little bigger as well. Where's our cut line? That. Better, but we need to connect these two. I don't know if I want to. Usually when I use the word bubbles like this, it's indicator of two people, one on the left side, one on the right side. Each one's saying one specific thing, but if they're both saying this, kind of works, I guess. Yeah, I guess it kind of works. You notice I say kind of a lot. You never know. You always need somebody else to come back and look at it and see what they feel about it. Alright, we've got 1 minute before our next ad break. So let's go ahead and pause right here for the moment. We'll check on our assistant who's not in his spot, so we will swap it over to our outside cam. We will run those ads, and then we will come back and keep going for our final hour, and then we'll go from there for the day. So stick around, we will be right back. Right, we made it. Made it back from our break here. Oh, thank you. This is Tom's giving me kudos on the lake thing. Did you get to see it up close? It kind of does. Like, it's a little fun. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I was going for, is just kind of the shape of that and stuff. I used the the trees from the Christmas, but they worked fine, so
Yeah.
I wasn't mad about it.
Does it have writing on it or just
What?
on the record?
Scribbles where?
Like, is it written words or the actual words or the record? I can't see.
There are real words.
What does it say?
I'm not telling you.
Ah. Here's with you. What color's that train?
I messed this up. Thought I'd fix this one of these streams, but I guess I did not. There we go. Oh, I got it on accident. I'll take it. Okay, there we go. Fix the glass. Oh, I didn't grab it when I moved and made that bigger. That's what I did. That's why that was off. I forget sometimes. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna go let out the dog and then... yeah, I'll be back. Got bum rushed by little ones trying to go outside. Okay. So if we did that, we need to export that out. I think we're pretty close now. I think that's... I'll look back through the files here in a second. We'll double check, make sure and go over everything, but... yeah, there we go. We updated, we finished the words. Yeah, I like that. The bold for that works perfect. Still not 100% sure about this number 11 with the little difference in the thought bubble. I think that's the only one that I'm still kind of tripping up on. I think everything else is pretty solid for what I want for now. I don't have any more adjustments to do here. I do need to bring up Canva at some point. We need to log the progress on all of this. Hopefully it lets me do it. It doesn't crash. Last time we had a crash in OBS because too many things. Please don't get mad at me. Properties. Oh, it does not like what I'm doing. Canva. Okay, now I just gotta get out of there. Oh my goodness. Okay, dokie. Yeah, I think we got 26. Basically where I want it. 27. 28. 29. Basically we just marched right through a bunch of these. A lot of them were already there. They didn't need adjustments. 31 got a lot of upgrades today. Yeah, 29 was fine. 30 was fine. 27 was fine. Didn't need anything of that. Did a bunch of work on 28 today, so that one's definitely got pushed on the progress. Yeah, so 3, 11, and 19. Those are our last ones. So we're basically almost to that. Like I said, number 6 is our completed one here. That one's definitely not getting any more adjustments or changes to it. 3, 11, and 19. So, okay, which ones are 3? Oh yeah, we need the title for that one. So that one's going to come a little bit later. Because of that, we're going to do a reveal stream for that title at some point here. Let's see, so that one's going to be later. 11. That's the one I was debating on. And 19. Which one was 19? Okay. The 3 you don't have to worry about. It's just 11 and 19. This flap looks a little loose. Maybe if I pull as hard as I can, it will open. I do have a lot of dead space kind of here that I can fill in with, but I'm not super worried about it. It'd probably be okay. We've got so much going on the back end of the book. I think we're okay. Sometimes you have to balance the imagery for the illustrations, but you also have to balance how heavy the book is on. If you like super illustrate everything the entire time, then yeah, that's balanced. But if you do like not a lot of illustration and then a lot of illustration, that can unbalance the book in that way too. So it's just something to kind of be understanding about. So like we have some pretty good illustrations here at the beginning, 4, 5, and 6. And then they get simpler through from 7 all the way down to 17. Not too complex, not too much, a little bit here in 16, but not bad. 18 and 19 also fairly simple. And then we definitely pack on the 20, 21, lots of stuff there. 22, some new symbolage. 23, we go back a little simpler. 24, 25. 26, we get a little comp. Yeah, I think we're fairly balanced with how we've got it set up here. So let's go ahead. I think we'll mark off 19 as fine as well. Like I said, number 3, we need the title, so we can't play with that one at all. Number 11 is the big one. That's the big one. So let's see. Leave that there. Find number 11 real quick. I say real quick, we've got time to play with this. We've got lots of time. I was trying to give him a little thought bubble, an internal monologue bubble. It might be too... I don't want to say it's too much here in book 3. We could probably get away with it. The other part is I don't want to hold on to stuff for too long either. The interesting thing about like kids books and stuff like that is that there's not a lot of inner monologue stuff. I guess there's some that they use, different books use, different illustrators, authors use, maybe. Think about like my favorite books and stuff like that, and they're very linear story-wise. There's not a lot of thinking parts that are happening in them. We'll look through one of Dreamer's books that she has on the shelf. Today we're going to be reading Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Sleigh. That's the other balance is, like, the pigeon books are very simple, which are very nice. You can just focus on the actions and stuff that are happening. I'm not seeing a lot of him. He basically says everything that he's thinking is what happens. They don't really have inner monologues, so I might have to change that. Yeah, no inner monologues on this book, so. I don't particularly like any of these. You can tell I struggle with this one because I've got a bunch of copies of it. We want to do minus, get rid of that, get rid of that. There we go. Might have to. Where's our cut lines? Okay, so we have room out here. She's a noisy girl. Let's do... Okay, this will center our character a little bit more, which is good. Kind of what I had before. Change it to the other one. So this is where I'm struggling with this. Is it two separate thoughts? Oh, weird Mr. Alex is sending me reels. He must be bored at work. I feel like that's probably the best option. I don't know. I definitely don't like my other ones that I had built. None of these feel right. That's okay. We'll just make him speak the truths into existence. Should be okay. I may be a tad bit overthinking it. Just a tad. Not a lot, just a tad. Okay, saved it. Relink this one, number 11. Bed. Yeah, that feels better. Yeah, we do some fun, different things here. It's okay if that one's a little bit more simplistic than that. I will need to address at some point what internal thoughts look like when a character has them. Is he? Okay. A couple other things I want to change. Saving. Okay. 11 is done. Let's go to 15 real quick. I see something I want to change. Let's make that. Where's bold? Bold. Export. Place. Okay. Here. Relink. 15. Okay, I don't want to do the same thing to 17. Pardon me. Much better. Fits. Not problematic. This is the kicker part. Even though I try to do as much as I can, like logging, making sure that I'm like showing the progress for stuff that I want to do and everything like that. I always go back and I always go back and make other changes. Just the way I work. Too much of a perfectionist. Okay. Yeah, I think we got it pretty good. Cool. What else? Of course, I closed Canva because I thought I didn't need it. But yeah, 1 and 2 are fine. Cover is the big one. That's the next big one. But I think we're gonna save that for probably next week. We've got short days for school due to finals and stuff like that happening next week, so should be okay with the normal stream schedule, but there's other things that I'll have to move around and do stuff with. But if I get my stuff together, maybe we'll do Friday. Maybe Friday we'll work on the cover and maybe we'll do a reveal of the title. So okay, what else is there to work on right now? I'm looking through all my files real quick. You know what, stream? I think that might be it. I think that might be it for the day. We might, I think we're gonna roll up a little bit early today. I think we're gonna roll up a little early today. I think we've got pretty good. I think we got all of the pages pretty dang good set up. 90% of the adjustments done. Additions, polish, consistency, stuff like that's going on. So I think we're pretty, until we get to that next phase with setting up for the cover and stuff like that, I think it's okay to knock off a little early today. So it is a Friday. I don't have access. This is the sucky part. Until I get this update for the Mac OS, is I can't really check my I can't really check to see who's on streaming at the moment, because Chrome takes up way too much of the brain powers, so unfortunately. So I've got too many things open, and a bunch of other processes are eating up things at the moment. So anyways, yeah, let's call it a day from here, a little bit early. That's okay. And then we will be back on Sunday for our 500 Little Things podcast with me and Dreamer, talking about life and relationship and the past, present, future. Maybe we'll have like a Christmas episode or something like that, where we it'll be like a Scrooge style. Yeah, we're gonna do like ghosts of the past, present, and future. Ooh, that might be fun. We'll figure it out. We don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we're getting close to our 100th episode here on our streams, which is crazy that I've almost done 100 of them in the few months that I've been doing these 3 days a week. But we're almost there, so crazy. Also getting up in our 500 Little Things podcast too, so we're being consistent and doing the things, which is kind of cool. So but yeah, other than that, I will be back on Monday for another art stream, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We will see you next time. Bye, everybody.